In this video, we are going camping. There's a yellow warning for wind and rain. We're going anyway. Woo! So yes, we are going camping. We're currently at Morrison's Aberystwyth, grabbing a spot of lunch on our way through, and the weather is quite horrible. We're hoping Bob will be all right. Bob has a few seals gone, so hopefully he'll be dry when we get to our destination, which is Derbyshire. We've still got many hours to go. I'm just sat in the car with whatever this is. I see Miss Hubnut has left the John Lewis sticker on it so we can pretend we're posh. I think it's a Venus flytrap fluffy toy. I have no idea what's going on. We've got Diego in the back. You're here, aren't you, Diego? He's hiding behind my seat, but he is actually there. And yeah, the weather's set to be quite unpleasant for the next few hours, but it should be calming down. For those who don't know, obviously we don't tend to have serious weather here. We don't have tornadoes or anything of that nature. Generally, we do actually have quite a few, but tiny little things, nothing like what you get in America. And yeah, hurricanes aren't really a feature either. So a yellow warning is pretty much, it's going to be quite unpleasant. There may be flooding with wind. It might be slightly damaging, but not really any risk to life. But yeah, ideal camping conditions. But the rain's just stopped. Well, I can hear the wind getting up. So we'll carry on to our destination. I'll just take a brief moment to appreciate the Land Rover Defender pairing over here. We got the red ones from about 1997. Still got the original small wheels that a 90 would have. Slightly chunkier tyres than it would have had. Looks like it's on a galvanised chassis. And one of the newer ones next to it. Worlds apart really, aren't they? Oh, wrong way. Well, we've made it. The moon is large. And we are kitting out. Bob can only have really one of us in. Now on time the ground is absolutely saturated because there was this storm thing. Slightly uneven pitch, so we've got Bob very low at the front. Betty waiting to be unloaded. But so far, so not bad actually. And here we are, feeling very, very dignified. We've got the Christmas decorations that Diego's ruining on the table. We've got the little electric heater already starting to warm things up. We've even got a plug-in light, although we can't plug that in at the same time as cooking, although we probably can't cook and have the heater on, so we'll make it work. We've got supplies on the shelf, nice bread and cans of fizzy pop, because it's that time of year. We don't usually partake, but Christmas is that time, isn't it? And we're going to settle in. Very exciting day, a Great British car journey tomorrow. Just about to settle down for the night, and it's just started getting a bit exciting, and old Bob is having a proper old flap about there. Typically while the camera's not rolling, you may be able to hear the wind outside. We're fairly well protected here, but there is nothing protecting us that way. If the wind's coming from this direction, it's fine, there's trees all around. If it comes from that way, whop, we get hit. Holy smokes. Where are you going, dog? Diego's abandoning me. He's like, oh, hello. You coming on the bed? Oh. Well done, Diego. You managed to destroy everything. Clumsy dog. That sounds like next door's awning. Diego, it's okay. Oh, God. Sorry it's so dark. It's a bit wild.
Little bit.
Yeah, a bit. You enjoying your wild December camping?
We'll be fine.
Let's hope so. Good night. Well, it's the morning after, and we did actually manage a few hours sleep in the end. It was a bit of a rough old night. Bob got slapped around something rotten by Storm Gerrit. But we're alright, aren't we, Diego? We're okay. We survived the night. And all seems well. The chairs got blown around a bit outside, but otherwise, yeah, not too bad. But gosh, the wind noise was genuinely terrifying. But thankfully, like I say, we're kind of surrounded by trees, so much of it was caught by the trees or directed over us. So it was just occasionally we got a mighty smack. There was some idiot setting off fireworks at like 1 o'clock this morning in a nearby town, which triggered a certain dog. He didn't appreciate that very much. But yeah, good old Bob. You see, we've got the liner on just to try and keep a bit of heat in here. We've got the electric heater plugged in. We did lose electric in the night. We don't know why, but we just reset the trips on the power box and all seems to be good. But I've got a date with the Great British Car Journey, so I need to skedaddle. Oh, there's a play area here. We haven't actually seen where we are until now. Let's widen up the angle a bit. So the toilet block is all the way up there at the top. That nearer one is closed. That looks like a Miss Hubnut making her way down. Betty there, parked up waiting, hoping she doesn't get stuck when we try pulling away. The hard standing is a little muddy, but you can see where it ends just past our step. But yeah, it looks a nice spot. So a bit of behind the scenes action as Katie Wrenching Wench has chosen this Land Rover Series 2 to drive. We're just doing setting up for a photo shoot for Practical Classics magazine. Trying to get all the cars in the right places. I drove this one. We've got Steph and Matt over here chatting away. It's going to be good fun. Yeah, awful Hubnut. Yeah.
Pretend we like him again, we're on camera.
Boo! Well, good morning. I'm afraid I haven't got the microphone on, but there's Bob and Betty. We're packing Bob down now. As usual, Miss Hubnut does all the interior packing and I do the external packing. Can we get it down in 60 seconds? Remains to be seen. Slightly worried Betty may get stuck there. The ground is still quite boggy after all the storms. But Diego's having a nice time now. It's actually not raining. Running around sniffing everything. And yeah, it's been a really pleasant weekend in Bob. 2 nights of not superb sleep. It was a little chilly last night and the duvet kept falling off. We were double stacking duvets. But yeah, it's been a really pleasant stay, and today, just gorgeous. The actual sunshine, actual blue sky. Yeah, it's a bit more like it. So now, we just got to drive home. Right, we are ready to go. Betty is all hitched up with Bob. But what we can't see clearly on this video is the gradient here and the mud. So this could be interesting.
Yeah, there was a river running through yesterday.
Yeah. Right, I'm actually going to turn the traction control off if she'll let me. There we go. Because if she wheel spins otherwise, she just cuts the engine power. So easy does it. Oh yes, Betty, you got this. Come on. Oh, bit of spin, bit of spin. I think we're clear, bye!
Well, that was weirdly untraumatic and
That was a
unhooked.
bit anticlimactic. We got a little bit of wheel spin.
But Betty...
By the way, yes, we do know that light's not working. It isn't just a bulb, there's a wiring thing, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Still need to investigate.
Betty struggled with that by herself, so that was surprising, really.
Well, yeah, first night she was actually stuck because I parked her slightly on the grass. So I did have to ditch the traction control because I just couldn't move.
Right.
So, yeah, let's
go.
head back home and we'll tell you how our trip has been. Well, there we go. That was an interesting visit to Derbyshire. Now back on the A38, heading towards Derby, and then we're going cross country back to Wales because we came up on the toll road, but that was £8.70. And that's only because it didn't recognise we had a trailer, so we actually got a bargain.
Yeah,
It should have been
£12.90.
£12.90. So we're not in a rush on the way back. We'll take something a bit more scenic. We'll try and share some of it on the way back.
Yeah.
But yeah, sadly the campsite didn't quite pass muster. There were some positives, but sadly there were also some negatives.
Oh, there were some big negatives, to be honest. We arrived and it was all festoon lighting and whatnot, and it looked beautiful, so you're kind of excited because they've hit that wow already, haven't they? But then there was nobody to greet us. We had to summon somebody to come and get us, and it wasn't late by any stretch of the imagination.
No, we had actually managed it within the allotted time.
Yeah, we were then directed to the wrong pitch, and they made a point of mentioning that we hadn't paid for the pitch that we were initially offered.
Yeah, fully serviced.
Yeah, so that was a bit not good. Then we were directed in the darkness, past a caravan, past a bush, past a caravan.
Yeah.
Because there was no park map, no proper joining notes. Any joining notes there were pretty aggressive about being quiet and
Thou shalt not
let children.
Rather than here's some helpful info.
Yeah. And then I needed the toilet, and Ian pointed to some lights in the distance across the dark field. And there were only tiny little emblems on the outside of the door, so I had to look around the whole thing to find out where I could go.
Yeah, the women's sign seemed to have fallen off. It was just a blank disc.
And it was heated toilets, so you're like, oh, lovely. Except for the fact that they were absolutely filthy. There was no toilet roll. There was only I'm generous to say half the lights, a quarter of the lights working. There was only one light working in the shower cubicles, which means everybody was using the same shower, and consequently it was blocked and it flooded the bathroom, and it did this on numerous occasions. And
so the whole block is
so I was stood in somebody else's shower water brushing my teeth this morning. The toilets have not been cleaned in the whole time that we've been there, and I'm not going to tell you how I know this, but I know this.
Yeah.
And there is only one toilet roll in the whole block. So, no, I'm not impressed. So
yeah, the gents was a bit better, but clearly not cleaned, and they got a mop for you to mop up if you so fancy.
There wasn't even a mop.
It was filthy and covered in mud. There wasn't a bucket, so you were just smearing mud around, so it was better to not use it.
Yeah. So,
not ideal.
Because I come from a hospitality background, and I've always said we will not give the names of these places if we have a negative experience. Hospitality is struggling.
We will feed back to them, don't you worry.
Yeah. Hospitality is massively struggling at the moment. It doesn't need negative reviews. So we will just tell you what happened and not tell you where it was and whatnot.
Yeah. If we go somewhere and do a video on it, that's because we're really impressed with it.
Yeah.
So you always know when we've been to a really good site, because we will tell you about a really good site.
Yes, but we won't tell you if we have a negative experience. It's a shame because it was quite convenient for where you went yesterday.
Yeah, and it was a lovely spot actually.
Yeah.
Apart from the idiots setting off fireworks at 1:30 in the morning, 1 at night.
But
that's just people for you.
I'm quite particular with regards to hospitality.
I don't think it's that particular to want toilets to be clean.
No, it isn't.
And we accept there's going to be mud getting traipsed in because it's December and you're camping, but that wasn't the problem. It wasn't muddy floors that were the problem. It was just stuff not being clean. It felt unhygienic.
It was dirty. It was dirty. This morning, because in the daylight, the showers have windows, so you could use any of the other showers. So I thought, okay, a bit more positive. So I went to use one of the other showers and I nearly vomited. The smell was that revolting. So I used a different shower in the half gloom. It was all very disappointing.
Sorry, I'm trying to find a gap in the traffic. I'm concentrating.
That's all right, you concentrate.
We've got the cruise control kicking in.
Everybody's going, oh my God, she's such a Karen.
Yeah.
No, this missed massively on basics.
A bit of a shame, but we still had a lovely time in our Bob.
We have a lovely time
in Bob. We survived Storm Gerrit.
Can I just, oh no, do you see that camper going off?
I didn't.
To death.
I'm too busy.
Storm Gerrit, and there was another one afterwards. I'm sure people will tell me what the H was, I can't remember. Bob.
Henk. They're both Dutch named storms.
Oh, cool, okay.
Yeah.
Bob was incredible. The wind, the rain, and Bob stood firm.
Yeah.
Just amazing. And yeah, we did love being in Bob.
Yeah.
We absolutely loved being
in
Bob.
A quick justification for us being, we're putting this on the main channel, and people might think, oh, I thought you said the camping stuff was going to be on Hub Notes. But actually, a lot of people have been quite excited on the social media. We've been posting about being in the storms. We thought we'll put this on the main channel. And also, it's Betty. Betty doesn't get much coverage on the main channel. And here she is doing a sterling job. We won't talk about the fuel economy.
Oh, and also,
13.2 litres
Also,
per 100 kilometres.
We are doing this camping in December because you lot got excited when we said we might.
Yeah, we said we might in the live stream, and everyone went, yes, do it. So we did.
So we did it.
Yeah.
And it was lovely. It was lovely. We weren't too cold. We were really comfy and cosy, and Bob with a
Actually,
little
I
heater.
was too cold several times in the night because you kept stealing the duvet.
No, the duvet kept sliding off.
Oh, it just slid over your side, accidentally.
And then the dog fell off the bed about 4 times.
Yeah. So we haven't really had a perfect night camping in Bob.
but
Because the first night we were
wonderful.
battling the storm, and that went on till at least 3 o'clock in the morning.
It
that
did.
was a rough old night.
It was. But Bob, just incredible.
Yeah.
Stood firm.
It was about 40, 50 mile an hour winds, I think. But we escaped a tornado slightly further north in Manchester. We're not a million miles away from Manchester, nearer Nottingham for this stay. But yeah, up in Manchester, they had an actual tornado ripping roofs off houses. So it was rough.
That did make us feel a little sheepish.
Yeah, and back home, we're hoping the power is still on because there was a power cut yesterday because of a thunderstorm. Took out power to about 60,000 houses or something.
Oh, do you know what? Isn't that just typical?
Isn't that all of them? There aren't many houses.
Yeah. But we never get thunderstorms at ours.
No.
A thunderstorm took out the electric.
Yeah, while we were away. But yeah, if we see any scenery on this trip, we shall share it with you. At the moment, we're just on a dual carriageway. You want to show the dual carriageway?
Okay.
Flip mode. Yeah, that's how exciting things are at the moment. But,
Thrilling stuff.
We're heading down to Derby. I'm not sure what the route's going to do after that. I think we may go through Loggerheads.
Oh, Loggerheads.
Which means we can be at Loggerheads. So we'll see where we end
up. We're never at
up.
Loggerheads, my darling.
Onwards.
Even pitching Bob in the dark, we're not.
No, that went surprisingly well.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're still dual carriagewaying it, but we're now on the A50, I think, coming through Stoke-on-Trent. And to be honest, I've never really explored Stoke-on-Trent other than coming through on this road. So I don't know whether there's much to recommend. They've got some nice bridges.
Yeah, some interesting architecture.
But I do know there are a lot of hubnutters here in Stoke-on-Trent.
Oh, there's also pottery, forgot that.
Yeah. Hello, Stoke-on-Trentish hubnutters. Is this fairly near where they record the Great British Pottery
That was
Throwdown?
Stoke, wasn't it?
Ooh. Wedgwood Visitor Centre. Gladston Pottery Museum. I don't know where they film it. We need to find that out.
Yeah, we do.
It might be one of those two places we just mentioned.
I just seen like pottery chimneys over there.
Ooh, was that them?
I don't know.
Let's find out. Let's look it up.
Okay.
Well, it turns out it is the Gladston Visit. Was it Gladston Visit? No,
Gladston Pottery Centre.
Yeah.
Pottery Centre?
Something like that.
Yes.
So there we go. We were very close to where they film one of our favourite TV programmes.
Yeah, we love a bit of Great British Pottery Throwdown.
Oh, Keith getting all emotional.
Oh, it's a brilliant programme.
You know, I sometimes get emotional these days as I get older.
Oh,
Music can just cause a little tearing of the eye.
Oh, dear.
Sometimes.
And sometimes I cause little tears in your eyes.
Oh, yes. Oh, traffic. Marvellous.
No. You are getting a bit emotional in your old age, babe.
Yeah, I'm getting in touch with my emotions just a bit late.
It's all good.
Yeah. Right, we shall carry on and see if we can find
onwards.
some actual countryside.
And lunch.
And lunch. Well, we found our stop for lunch. We are definitely what you call rural now. It's this Hunger's Heath farm shop somewhere. I think I came here in Took, or possibly in Ellie at some point, because quite often use this route to get across to Derbyshire from Wales. And we have food. What do we have?
Yes, we have Staffordshire oatcakes.
Yeah.
And I'm having it's almost like a crepe, almost.
Yeah.
I assume it's like crepe. Oh, I forget what the grain is that they use. And I've got mine with ham and cheese.
And I've gone for bacon and beans. So we should spare the sight of us eating.
Yeah.
Ooh, or maybe I can put you down there.
Oh, and then you get to watch.
And
That sounds wrong.
yeah, we won't show you the eating, but we will tell you how delicious it was. Well, that was absolutely lovely. What have you got there?
That is Snappy, the John Lewis Venus flytrap for Christmas. I took him as a festive decoration in Bob because we have to leave all our Christmas.
It's so festive, so festive.
Absolutely is.
Anyway, that was absolutely delicious.
That was delicious, and I'm an idiot. It's called a Staffordshire oatcake. So guess what the grain is?
Oats.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, there we go. So yeah, very, very tasty indeed. We've got a slight issue now that It's quite tight here, so I wouldn't recommend coming with a camper or a caravan or something of that ilk. We are stopped sort of at the side of the car park. Should be able to swing round. We just make sure Bob isn't swinging into the burger.
Yeah, that's cool. That is so close. Oh my goodness.
I think we got away with it. Oh no, we hit it! Run!
Ha ha ha.
So there we go. It's that easy. So yeah, wouldn't necessarily recommend coming here with a big rig, but if you're just in a car, well worth a stop. We're on the A53, or just off the A53, between where were we?
We're somewhere.
Yeah, Stoke and Trent
Shrewsbury.
and Shrewsbury, really. Market Drayton is coming up fairly soon, I think. Well, sadly, Miss Hubnett and I are at Loggerheads.
Oh no.
This is it. This is Loggerheads. There's a roundabout here.
Looks very cute. Doesn't look very argumentative.
No, it's quite a cute little place. Lots of funky little houses. Probably with some very nice pottery in them. And a hand car wash. But I think Betty's clean enough, don't you? She's had one wash this year.
Oh, well, that's her then.
Possibly two.
Whoa, two.
I know, sounds crazy.
The pub's called the Loggerheads.
Oh, there we go. Oh, blimey, lots of new builds going on down here. I'm not sure these were here the last time I came through. Loggerheads Community Fire Station. That's quite funky. Yeah, we might not be getting blown away for scenery on this trip, but still, it's interesting to see places, isn't it?
Yeah. So, Ian has just experienced the ultimate betrayal from Betty. I'm not sure if the camera's going to catch this sound.
Why she started squeaking?
One more time.
I mean, her wiper mechanism has only done 330,000 kilometres.
This is the ultimate betrayal for an Ian.
Yes. This is the point of the Range Rover Velar. We just noticed the sky has gone a bit interesting. And just look at the fuel prices here, not too bad, 135.9 for your unleaded. Yeah, the road surface is suddenly wet and the sky has gone black. So we were having a lovely dry day, something that has been in very, very short supply of late. I don't think it's going to stay dry.
As we head towards Wales.
Oh, we're going that way, the darkness is that way. So will we be alright? Has it passed across, or are we chasing it?
There's blue sky over there.
Yeah.
We might be alright.
Yeah, we're just leaving Shawbury.
It's a very quaint looking place.
Yeah, nice little town.
Thatched cottages and whatnot. Well, we found that rain.
We sending it. Look at them caravans.
Ooh, caravans.
That's a sea of caravans.
Many, many caravans.
Yeah, we're not yet back in Wales, but it feels like we are. But this is a bit annoying because Bob went down dry, and I suspect Bob won't be entirely dry by the time we get back.
Yeah, also, funny story, yet more weather warnings. Yellow for rain and yellow for wind.
Woohoo!
We managed to miss the border, but yay, Wales!
Yay, back in Wales, where it actually isn't raining at the moment.
Obviously, it's helpful
I think it might have been.
Helpful if somebody gives you more than 2 seconds notice.
Me. It's helpful if someone pays attention, can actually use a blooming phone.
Ooh.
We are nearing Welshpool. It is, as ever, well named. That's a blooming hedge.
Yep.
The other side of that hedge, lots of flooding.
Excuse.
But then it has been raining for months. We just have not had an entirely dry day since I'm struggling to remember when.
No, the other day we nearly made it, didn't we?
We nearly made it and then it still rained. Yeah. So it's quite soggy.
Yes.
Yeah, Welshpool is kind of like very flat, so it floods very readily. Well, look at that. The sun sets on another successful camp. Just back before dark, which is nice. Bob is packed away again. Bella is here on stands hopefully going to be fixed next week, hopefully. And yeah, it's been a really pleasant weekend, so thank you for joining us
What's that
along
bit
the
of
way.
weekend? It's been a midweek.
Midweek, yeah, it's not
We're a
weekend,
bit
it's
lost.
Friday today. We've come home on Friday, very confused. But yeah, we're between Christmas and New Year. No one knows what's going on. But yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget you can head to the Hubnet store should you wish to purchase some merchandise. We've got Betty hoodies available. And we'll see you in a future video. Farewell.
Bye.
Oh, got a number plate light out.